A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eagles Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for exciting NCCAA women's basketball featuring the Bruins from Bob Jones University and your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise for opening prayer? Lord Father, we thank you as always for the talents you've given these young women. We ask you keep them safe, keep them free from all harm or injury. Those who are already hurting, Lord, we pray for healing and give the Bruins a safe trip home as they leave here tonight. Father, let us always remember to worship you, our Lord and Savior. In your name we pray. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the four core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy tonight's competition. And now, for the starting lineups. First, the visiting Bruins from Greenville, South Carolina's Bob Jones University. At guard, a junior from Marshville, North Carolina, number 13, Annie Miller. At guard, a senior from Galax, Virginia, number 15, Beth Clark. At forward, a sophomore from Wixom, Michigan, number 20, Ainsley Hutton. At guard, a sophomore from Morehead City, North Carolina, number 25, Rhea Dickinson. And at forward, a graduate student from Bellevue, North Carolina, number 31, Shay Dickinson Sharp. And the head coach of the Bruins in his 12th season, Mr. Mike Levere, and assistants Rachel Levere and Sharon Brunson. And now, the starting lineup for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. At guard, a 5'3" freshman from Williston, Florida, number 2, Ranajala Brown. At guard, a 5'6" junior from Palm Coast, Florida, number 4, Emma Parrish. At guard, a 5'5" freshman from Groveland, Florida, number 13, Victoria Broadway. At forward, a 5'10" freshman from Orlando, Florida, number 23, Madeline Tuesday. And at center, a 5'10" sophomore from Wheaton, Illinois, number 24, Katya Bogan. And the head coach of the Eagles in her first year as head coach and 5th overall, Alicia Lewis. And her assistants, Juliana Scott, Jared Lewis, and Michelle Jones. And we are ready for South Region competition here on the women's circuit of the NCCAA's Division II. And I'm Ray Bureau bringing you the action here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Thank you for joining us once again. Drop us a comment. Let us know you're watching. And a shout out to the terrific SID of Bob Jones University, Ms. Caitlin Unruh, and all the great communication that she and I have as we prepare for these games. The gentlemen from Bob Jones were here this weekend and came away with a 12-point win over TBC, and now the women's team will try to complete the sweep of the season series here at Trinity Gymnasium. These two teams will meet up again later in the season in Greenville, South Carolina. Jumping for the Eagles, the current NCCAA Division II Student Athlete of the Week for women's basketball, Madeline Tuesday. We'll tell you more about why she got that honor in just a moment, but first, Bria Dickinson gets the Bruins on the board just seconds after the tip-off. Madeline Tuesday scored 29 points and set a new TBC basketball record for 29 rebounds in Saturday's game at Wesleyan College this past weekend. That ball goes out of bounds off Katya Bogan and over to the Bruins, who are already leading 2-0. Again, just a couple of seconds after tip-off. Bruins in the baby blues, and Miller shoots for three. It is off the rim, and a collision, but Layla Harvey, or check that, Victoria Broadway, pulls down the Eagles' rebound, and Emma Parrish, as usual, will bring it across midcourt. Parrish scored 14 points in Saturday's game at Wesleyan. And that's Emma Parrish for three, off the rim. Bogan with the rebound, moves her way inside, but unable to convert. Ball's last touched by Bob Jones's Annie Miller. And so TBC will have 20 seconds on the shot clock. Angela Brown scored 11 in that game Saturday. Cassia Haynes scored 7 as the Eagles won it by 12. And there you saw the biggest reason why. Madeline Tuesday, who averages 16.8 points per game. Again, TBC Eagles basketball, men or women, 29 rebounds. That's the new school record. Worked to the corner. That's for three. It is up and it is good. That is Bria Dickinson. She has scored the first 5 points for Bob Jones. Her first three-pointer of the day. Probably won't be her last. This team is very good from beyond the arc, 38% overall. And a collision underneath. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Bob Jones with possession. 5-2 Bruins lead. Ball game just underway, so pull up a chair and enjoy a whole lot of really good women's basketball here in the South region. Pass to the top of the lane. Outside to Miller. She thought about the three. Instead, worked away inside the arc. There's a three-point shot. That is good. And that is Shay Dickinson Scherf with the three-pointer. And Bob Jones already up 8-2. And again, a very good three-point shooting team. 32%. I misread that a moment ago, but 32% is a very good three-point percentage. Bogan bounced pass to Broadway inside the paint. Back to Bogan, and the shot no good. Tuesday with the rebound, and she'll go to the line for two. So Madeline Tuesday will shoot two for TBC. And the foul is called against Shay Dickinson, her first. And first foul for either team. And Madeline Tuesday at the line. She averages 16.8 points per game. She is at 60.3% from the line this season. And the first two is up, and it is good. Tuesday, a freshman, 29 points, her season and career high for the freshman guard from Orlando. She's been very, very good for Coach Lewis and the Eagles. And a second free throw bounces off the rim, and a rebound pulled in by the Bruins. And they'll get up court very quickly. With possession, Bria Dickinson, and Bruins work their way to the top of the lane. Miller takes the pass, left side of the paint, little too strong on the short jumper. And you'll notice a comment I put in there. If I do stop talking for a few seconds, the mic will mute. There's nothing wrong with the audio. Everything is just fine. That ball hit off the old shot clock, so that is considered out of bounds. brand new shot clock, and when it hits 0 or when the game clock hits 0, you'll see the backboard perimeter light up as well. That'll aid all players and officials in letting us know that shot clock or the game clock has expired. And right now, we have a pause to reset the game clock to 7:15. At the moment, the online clock not quite functioning, but the points should say 8-3. A couple of little technical difficulties, but I'll be saying a score all throughout the game. That foul is against Victoria Broadway, her first, and team foul number 1 as well. And at the line will be Bria Dickinson, and she converts the first of 2. As a team, the Bruins are 66% shooting free throws. Bria Dickinson herself at the line, she is at 47%. She hits that one. It is 9-4 in favor of the Bruins. This is the second one, and that ball goes out of bounds and back over to the Bruins. And this is a team that the Eagles do not want to turn the ball over to because they can put a lot of points on the board. They're averaging 65 per game, and they're allowing 70, but they've played some very tough scholarship NAIA, NCAA competition. Madeline Tuesday with the block. And bringing this ball up the court will be Ornangela Brown. She'll pull up for 3, hit off the rim and a little bit wide to the left. Tuesday picks it up off the floor and puts it in off the glass. She now has 5, all 5 of the Eagles' points. It is 10-5. 6:17 left to go in the first quarter. And Bruins with possession inside the paint goes Dickinson. Kicks this one outside, and that is Bria Dickinson getting the layup. Bria Dickinson already with 8 points, 8 of the 12 that the Bruins have put on the board, and we have our first timeout called by Coach Lewis of the TBC Eagles. 6 minutes and 5 seconds left, and it'll give us a chance to take a quick peek at a couple of the upcoming games for both the Bruins and the Eagles. After tonight, Bob Jones is home against Trinity College of Florida on January 11th. And normally, not all the time, such as tonight, normally when the South Region teams play each other, it's a women's-men's doubleheader. Not tonight. The gentlemen from Bob Jones were here this past Saturday. On the 16th, Bob Jones will host Toccoa Falls College, and on the 19th, Pensacola Christian College. And for the Eagles, after tonight, Saturday, January 13th, both the women and the men will host Toccoa Falls College beginning at 2 p.m. And on Tuesday the 16th, Pensacola Christian comes to Trinity Gymnasium. Women at 6, men will follow. And then on the 18th, both our teams are traveling to Kissimmee to play at Johnson University of Florida. So you have the next few ball games, TBCEagles.com, BJUBruins.com. That's Brown for 3, no good. Tuesday with the long rebound. Harvey is stripped by Andy Miller. That ball did stay inbounds. Miller tried to get a little bit fancy with the turnaround layup, and that ball did not go through. And that's Madeline Tuesday with her 7th point. She has all 7 Eagles points. It is 12-7. We'll see if we can do something about that scoreboard when we get another opportunity. But again, I'll tell you the time and the score all throughout the game. That is 4-3. It is off the rim, no good. Bogan with the rebound. Hits Parrish, who works the ball past the midcourt stripe. 5:10 left in the first. Parrish looking for Tuesday, had a little trouble holding on, got the shot off, got the rebound, and no. And this one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Madeline Tuesday. And so the Bruins will get possession with a 5-point lead and 5 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. Quarter number 1, again, still a whole lot of action here tonight. This is our only game at Trinity Gymnasium tonight. Caitlin Dickerson works the ball past midcourt, feeds Miller. She tries to get inside the paint, and then the bounce pass kicked back out to Miller, guarded well by Brown. Bruins move the ball around. They look for good shot possibilities. Going inside is Beth Clark. Layup does not go, and Parrish is able to strip the ball from Katrina Tabora. Parrish to the right side of the paint, a collision and an offensive foul. Miller gave up the body, took the charge, and gets the possession for the Bruins. Foul number 1 on Emma Parrish and team foul number 2 on the Eagles. Excellent defensive play by Miller. She got set. Correct call was made. 12-7. Bob Jones leads. About 4.5 left to go in the first quarter. Up the left side, Caitlin Dickerson. She's able to back out outside the arc. Tuze got a fingertip on the pass, but the Bruins keep control. Loose ball, and we'll see what the call is. Call is against TBC's Layla Harvey, her third, and team foul number 3, or actually her first and team foul number 3. And a substitution before the inbound. Coming onto the court, wearing number 3 is Catherine Skibo, who we've seen many times here at Trinity Gymnasium. Catherine Skibo, a senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Not just during the regular season, but we've had some postseason tournaments here as well. We've seen Skibo and both Dickersons and a couple of the other Bruins many times here in Jacksonville. And a bounce pass to Tabora. 3-second violation will turn the ball over to the Eagles. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left, and it is 12-7. Brown takes the pass from Tuze. Parrish finds Bogan inside the paint, but Annie Miller, another fine defensive play, able to strip the ball, but knocked it out of bounds. And it's going to be Trinity's ball. Officials are saying Miller had established possession, so the Eagles will get 30 seconds, but they're not going to use all 30 because Tuze will draw the foul and go to the line. 12-7 the score. Foul called against Catherine Skibo, her first, and team foul number 2, sending Madeline Tuze to the line. 1 for 2 earlier in the quarter. Came in at about 60% on the season. 7 points for Tuze. And here comes the first of 2. And it is in and out. First one did not go. It is 12-7. 3:50 left in the first quarter. And here comes number 2 from Tuze. It is good, so she goes 1 for 2. Both trips to the line. She has all 8 TBC points. Eagles trail, though, 12-8. Miller heads out. And Shea Dickinson has returned to the court. Long pass. Kicked outside to Skibo. Three-pointer, good. Catherine Skibo averages 4 points per game. That is a three-pointer. And for Skibo, that is her 18th 3 of the season. Bruins with the steal, but Layla Harvey picks it back off for the Eagles. Harvey inside, misses the short jumper, but Tuze is there but couldn't convert the second chance. And the ball hits off Brown and then hits the baseline. And I love seeing that good sportsmanship all around. It is 15-8. Bob Jones leads. We have 3:16 left to go. Now I'm checking the scoreboard that you see on the line. The control panel's working fine. It's just a problem connecting to what you're seeing on the stream. 15 seconds to shoot. Dickinson for 3. Bob Jones has missed just 1 three-pointer so far, and they have hit 4 out of 5, and that's a big reason they're leading 18-8 with 2:47 left in the first quarter. Harvey takes the pass from Tuze, works her way inside, finds Bogan, and Katia Bogan draws the foul. The foul is called on Caitlin Dickerson. That is her first. It is team foul number 3. And Bogan was in the act of shooting, says the official. So Katia Bogan will shoot 2. And she'll get her opportunity to do that in just a moment. Bogan on the line, 12 out of 15. That's 80%. Eagles are 4-7 in official games. They've also played a number of exhibitions. No wins, 1 loss in the South region. Bob Jones 4-9 overall, 1 win, no loss, and now the officials are overturning, saying the foul was on the floor. Bogan was all set to shoot. Tuesday takes the pass, bounces it off the rim, and Madeline Tuesday now with all 10 of TBC's points here in the first quarter. 2:29 and counting left to go in the first quarter, and a collision, traveling violation before the collision, so a turnover from Shea Dickinson. She was looking for the foul, but the official says both feet moved before the collision. 2:23 and counting. Harvey pulls this ball past midcourt. Fires up for 3. And misses wide to the left. Bob Jones has done a good job shooting threes. Trinity Baptist hasn't gotten one in just yet. There's another shot. That one finally a miss for the Bruins. But the rebound picked up off the floor by Tabora. Bruins looking for another opportunity to score. That's Tabora, and she converts. That is Katrina Tabora, her first basket. She averages 9.5 points per game, and the Bruins lead 20-10. Tuesday will go back to the line for 2 more. She has 10. She is 2 for 4 at the line so far. And a chance for the Eagles to pull a little bit closer. When the quarter comes to end, I'll see if I can do something about that online scoreboard. Hopefully we'll be able to get it to work. And Tuesday, ready for the first of 2. And this one is up and good. That's point number 11 for Tuesday. She has all 11 TBC points. Hit the first. Here comes number 2. That one is also good. So an even dozen by Madeline Tuesday. However, the Eagles still trail by 8. It is 20-12 with 1:40 left in the first quarter. Deborah works her way inside the paint, kicks it back outside to Dickinson. Right side of the lane, off the glass, and good. First 2-pointer for Shea Dickinson. She has 8 points, and the lead is back up to 10 for the Bruins. And an unforced error will give the ball back over to Bob Jones. Harvey looking for Parrish. Got the ball behind the intended target. And a substitution now for TBC. Malia Granger in. And it looks like Harvey has gone off to make room. Malia Granger now on the court for TBC. Granger, a freshman from Fort White, Florida. And a whistle. We'll see what the call is. It is an offensive foul against number 11, Katrina Tabor. That is her first, and team foul number 4. 1 minute, 3 seconds left. Working our camera for us tonight, Miss Kelsey Riley, freshman here at Trinity Baptist College. Her first semester here, she transferred over from Florida Southern College. Kelsey is a freshman from Davenport, Florida, filling in tonight on camera. And we thank you, Kelsey, for filling in as needed here tonight. Under a minute to go, 56 seconds left as the Eagles will inbound with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Tuesday is blocked by Dickinson. And working away up the court is Wilder. Trapped in the corner by Tuesday, who comes away with the steal. 44 seconds. Broadway is open. She takes the pass, and the basket is good. The first non-Madeline Tuesday score for the Eagles. Broadway averages 1.7. She now has 2. 30 seconds left. And a bounce pass to Tabora, and she is fouled. It looked to me like it was Emma Parrish. We'll see if that is a correct call. And that is the correct call, and that's number 2 on Parrish and number 4 on the Eagles. That sends Katrina Tabora to the line with 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And Tabora shooting free throws so far, 47%. And the first of 2 is good. A couple of bounces off the rim. And then finally decided to drop down in. So 3 points now for Tabora, pending free throw number 2. Again, 29 seconds left, and this one is a little bit strong and rebounded by Tuesday. 23-14 is the score. Granger works this one past midcourt. Parrish has come out. And Brown has entered for Parrish. 16 seconds, shot clock is off. Brown guarded heavily by Dickerson. So there are two Dickinsons and a Dickerson for the Bruins. So beg your pardon if I do mix up the names. Brown for three does not go. Long rebound pulled in by Skibo, and she will not get the shot off. At the end of the first quarter, Bob Jones University 23, Trinity Baptist College 14. We'll pause here for the quarter break, and we'll be right back on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Quarter number 2. And there you see the scoreboard now functioning properly. A couple of adjustments made between quarters. Fortunately, we're able to get that back, and we have ourselves an interception. And a shot missed, however, by Caitlin Dickerson, and a rebound for Amelia Granger. 23-14, Bob Jones. Madeline Tuesday scored 12 of Trinity's 14 points in that first quarter. Brown double-teamed, finds Tuesday underneath, and Tuesday gets her own rebound, and a second chance is good. Tuesday scored 29 Saturday at Wesleyan. She's at 14, and we just started the second quarter. The record for Eagles scoring in a game, 52. Kazette Nicole Collins back in 2012-13. She also scored over 1,000 points in one season. That is by far TBC Eagles record. 5 seconds to shoot. Shot will count if it goes, and it goes. And a buried three-pointer by Shea Dickinson-Scherf. She now has 11, and Bob Jones leads by 10 at 26-16. Brown, bounce pass, got away from Acacia Haynes, and the Bruins come up with the pick. On her way, all by herself, is Tabora, but Tuesday comes from behind and gets the block and avoids contact and the foul. Broadway brings it back up the right side of the court. Excellent job by Tuesday. Here's Brown, pull-up jumper, a little wide to the left, and Tabora there for another rebound. Bruins work their way up the court and then slow things down to try to set up a good scoring possibility. That one is for three, and that one is in and out. 5 of 8 are the Bruins from three-point range. Eagles have tried 7 and have not hit any just yet. And 2 minutes into the second quarter, we have ourselves a 30-second timeout called by Coach Lewis, and we'll be back after this 30-second message from the NCCAA. Long pass, and my fault. I forgot to turn the mic back on. That was all on me. Caroline Smith with the basket. Not sure how long I had the mute button on, probably since that last timeout. My mistake, 2:56 and counting. And inside the paint, and the ball is stripped away by Renajala Brown. So I just wasted a lot of breath these last couple of minutes. Brown, guarded by Beth Clark. 2:40 left to go. And Renajala Brown finds Tuesday at the line. And traveling violation will give the ball back over to the Eagles. TBC was trailing by 10 just a few minutes ago. They've cut it down to 4 at 30-26, and we have ourselves a timeout. 2:32 left to go until the halftime intermission. 30-second timeout called by Bruins head coach Mike Levere. 12th season as a head coach, and he is assisted by his wife Rachel Levere and Sharon Brunson. Sports information director is Ms. Caitlin Unruh. I am the sports information director here at Trinity Baptist. Athletic director, Mr. John D. Jones. TBC Eagles, led by head coach Alicia Lewis, her first season as the head coach, her 5th season overall. She helped out Coach Allen for the past 4 years. She's assisted by former Eagles player Juliana Calise, now Juliana Scott, after her marriage about a year and a half ago. Jared Lewis, Alicia's husband, and TBC graduate Michelle Jones has joined the coaching staff here this year. 30-26, Bob Jones leads 2:30 and counting left until the intermission. We do appreciate Miss Dixon letting us know that, my bad, I forgot to turn the mic back on. And now we have another underhand layup by Bria Dickinson. She seems to have made a night out of that. That's her 12th point. 2 in a row, exactly the same way we just saw her do. Pass to Bogan a little bit high. And Brown able to keep the ball in the Eagles' possession. Back to Bogan. Short jumper, good. Katia Bogan now with 7. Eagles back to within 4, 32-28, under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Miss Sharon Brunson cheering on Bob Jones. Trevor Brunson here helped the men to a win on Saturday. Trevor Brunson hit a couple of three-pointers and was very clutch at the free throw line in helping leading the Bruins to the win. Bogan with the rebound, and we have ourselves a whistle. Foul called against Beth Clark, her second. Team foul number 3, and the Eagles will inbound. Clock is being reset. Shot clock also being reset. So the game clock will be put at 1:24, and Eagles will have a fresh 30 seconds, and now they're going to reset the game clock to 1:31. Okay, everything seems to match up, so we are ready to resume. Of course, the officials double-checking with the scorers table and both coaches, making sure everybody is on the same page. Meanwhile, the Eagles are ready to inbound. Another chance to cut a 4-point deficit down to 2 or possibly 1 with a 3-point play. And another scoreboard reset, putting the team fouls back to correct. Bob Jones has committed 4, so the Eagles are in the bonus the rest of the quarter. TBC has committed 1 foul. And now we are underway, and here comes Layla Harvey across midcourt. Harvey looking for Bogan inside the paint. Ball almost got away, but Bogan gets the ball back and draws the foul against Katrina Tabora, her second. Team fouls are moot right now because it's a shooting foul plus Eagles already in the bonus. So Bogan at the line, 3 for 4, all of them in the second quarter, and the first of 2 is a little bit short and off the front of the rim. Still a chance now to make it a 1-possession game if number 2 goes through. Harvey and Brown back on the defensive side of the court. That one, another one that goes in and out. That one last touched by Bob Jones. Shea Dickinson reached around Emma Parrish and knocked the ball out of bounds. So the Eagles, another chance to cut into the deficit. Again, they trailed by 10 just moments ago. It's at 4 right now. And a pass to Brown, who has come back up to the offensive side of the court. Brown, top of the paint, almost lost the ball. 1-on-2, and coming from behind is Dickinson with the strip. Dickinson to Wilder. Back to Dickinson. Pump fake, misses the layup. Tuesday with the rebound. Harvey pulls it up court. Harvey 1-on-2. To the basket, no. And Dickinson with the rebound for the Bruins. Under a minute to go. Missed opportunity for the Eagles. 46 seconds left. And that ball off Tabora and out of bounds. The pass a little bit out of reach of Tabora. Katrina Tabora, sophomore from Hollywood, Florida, majoring in child care and development. Hopefully she will find a very lucrative career in such a wonderful field. 35 seconds left. Shot clock at 18. Brown able to find Harvey just outside the arc. Harvey to Parrish. That's for 3. It is off the rim. Bogan couldn't hold on to the rebound, so the Bruins hustle up court. Credit Dickinson with the board. That one's for 3 for Wilder. Good. Anna Lane Wilder makes it a 7-point lead with 13 seconds left. These Bruins love shooting the three-pointer. That one knocked out of bounds. Miller coming up from behind. What the Bruins really like to do, especially in this gym, hit a buzzer-beating 3. I asked Coach LeVere, please don't do that to us again tonight. He just kind of chuckled that one off. Pass to Tuesday, 5 seconds. She gets the shot off, and it's good. Tuesday was 17, and that brings us to the halftime intermission with the score. Bob Jones University 35, Trinity Baptist 30. Eagles outscored the Bruins 16-12 in that quarter to trim what was a bigger deficit at 23-14, down to 5 as we head into the intermission. We'll pause here. When we come back, we'll recap the first half. Get ready for quarter number 3. You're watching NCCAA Division II Women's Basketball on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Welcome back to Trinity Gymnasium as we are ready for the second half of a very exciting women's basketball South Region matchup in the NCCAA Division II. I'm Ray Bureau. You're watching the TBC Eagles Sports Network. And Bob Jones University, the Bruins lead Trinity Baptist 35-30 as we are ready for quarter number 3. Madeline Tuesday leads everybody on the court with 17 points. She's followed by the Eagles, Katia Bogan with 7, and 2 each from Caroline Smith, Layla Harvey, and Victoria Broadway. It's going to be Trinity Baptist possession. They have the arrow as we get ready for quarter number 3. And we are back underway. Eagles trying to cut into a current 5-point deficit as we start the third quarter. Bob Jones led by Bria Dickinson with 13 points. Three-pointer no good. The Eagles have now missed all 10 three-point shots that they have taken. Shea Dickinson has 11 points to help lead the Bruins. That's Annie Miller getting around Katia Bogan but missing the shot. 3 points each from Catherine Skibo, Katrina Tabora, and Anna Lynn Wilder, who hit a three-pointer just seconds before the second quarter came to an end. That's Katia Bogan now with 9, and the Eagles have cut the deficit down to 3. They trailed by as much as 10 in the second quarter. Ainsley Hutton has 2 points as well for the Bruins. Nobody in any serious foul trouble. Tell you in a moment, we get an opportunity, the foul situation. Miller takes the pass, guarded by Parrish. Kicked outside, that is Beth Clark. Shot clock at 7. Clark, turnaround jumper, no good. Victoria Broadway with the rebound. Eagles with a 3 could tie the score. But again, they have missed all 10 three-point shots so far tonight. And on the season, coming into tonight's play at 22% from beyond the arc. Parrish guarded by Miller, finds Brown. That is for 3. It's too strong. Tuesday with the rebound. She had 12 rebounds in the first half. And Broadway misses the shot. Missed opportunity for the Eagles to get to within 1. Bruins trying to extend what is now a 3-point lead. And a great power move inside and off the glass for Ainsley Hutton, who now has 4 points. 2 fouls each for Katrina Tabora, Beth Clark, and Shea Dickinson. 1 each for Catherine Skibo and Caitlin Dickerson and Hallie Ritter. Miller came up from behind Parrish and kept Parrish from firing off the 3. That's Tuesday with possession. Parrish keeps the ball in the front court. Parrish inside the paint will draw the foul, and the Eagles will have a very good foul shooter at the line. The foul is called on Beth Clark, and that is her 3rd and team foul number 1. For the Eagles, Emma Parrish has 2 fouls and 1 each for Amelia Granger, Caroline Smith, Layla Harvey, and Victoria Broadway. And first attempts of the night for Emma Parrish coming in just a moment. Bob Jones shot 43% in the first half, 6 for 10 from three-point range and 3 for 4 at the line. They pulled in 9 rebounds. Trinity Baptist, 32%, 0 for 9 from three-point range in the first half, now 0 for 10. And the first free throw from Parrish is a little bit short. They are now 8 for 15 from the line. They started off doing great and missed the last few. 28 rebounds for the Eagles, 12 of those by Madeline Tuesday and 7 for Katia Bogan in the first half. Well, Parrish hits her 2nd. That's her first point of the night. On the season, Parrish came in at 65.2%. It is a 4-point lead for the Bruins. And a traveling violation will give the ball right back to Trinity Baptist. And a chance now for the Eagles again to get to within 2 or possibly 1. 37-30, third quarter, 7:40 and counting. That is Brown. She's guarded by Bria Dickinson. Eagles committed 13 turnovers in the first half. Bob Jones 7. And we have ourselves a collision. Parrish hits the floor hard, but again, great sportsmanship. And a foul called against Ainsley Hutton. No argument from Hutton. That's on the floor. The Eagles will inbound. They'll get 20 seconds on the shot clock. Pass to Tuesday, and she could not hold on, but the ball was knocked away. So TBC will keep possession. 1 second ticked off the shot clock. So as you see on the screen, 19 to go. Looking to inbound, finding Acacia Haynes to Parrish. Little trouble, but she pulls it in, and her pass knocked down. Parrish looking for a foul, but won't get the call. Parrish coming up from behind Annie Miller. Kicked outside. Tuesday on the defense, keeps the three-point shot from getting off. This is Hutton, right side of the paint, guarded by Bogan. Tuesday knocks down the pass, but the ball's kept in play by Dickinson. Hutton pump fake, Tuesday on guard, 5 to shoot. Miller for three, good. Annie Miller with a terrific three-point shot as the shot clock winds down. Her first points of the game, she averages 5.8. And Annie Miller makes it a 7-point lead. And for Annie Miller, that is her 14th three-pointer of the season. Tuesday draws the whistle. Official says on the floor before the shot. Trying to see which Bruin got called for the foul. It was Annie Miller. That is her first, and it is team foul number 3. Josh Harris working the scoreboard for us in the gym. Liam Davis, our official scorekeeper here tonight. Brown for three, it's good. Renajala Brown averages 8.5. That's her first basket, and the lead is back down to 4 for the Bruins. So Miller and Brown trade threes, 6:10 and counting left to go in quarter number 3. Hutton gets underneath Bogan, who left her feet a little too soon, and Ainsley Hutton now has 6. Parrish up court, finding Bogan, and Bogan responds with a bucket of her own. She's in double digits with 11. 42-38. Biggest lead so far has been 10 for the Bruins. The Eagles have not had a lead at all. Miller with a great feed to Dickinson, who powers her way inside for the basket, and she now has 13. The lead is 6. Parrish goes inside. Ball got away, but Tuesday is able to get the ball from Broadway and draw the foul. And the foul is called on Shea Dickinson-Scherf, her third. Team foul number 4, so Trinity Baptist is now in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. And Madeline Tuesday is at the line. Eagles started off shooting free throws very well tonight. They've struggled of late. Tuesday is 5 for 8. And Tuesday hits the first of 2. Tuesday now 6 out of 9. Eagles 9 out of 16. 5-point deficit pending free throw number 2. Tuesday now with 18 points total. And make it 19 as she sinks both. So she herself is now 7 for 10. The Eagles are 10 out of 17. 4-point deficit. And the Bruins trying to extend what is a lead for them. That's Hutton inside the paint. The foul on Tuesday. That is number 1 on Tuesday, sending Ainsley Hutton to the line. She has 6 points. These are her first attempts from the line tonight. On the season, 2 for 4 in limited opportunity. It's a 4-point lead for the Bruins. Hutton could make it 5 and 6. And the first of 2, no good. Off the front of the rim. 5 minutes, 8 seconds left in the third quarter. 44-40 the score. Second one from Hutton is good. So she goes 1 for 2. She has 7 points, and the lead is 5 for the Bruins. Brown up the left side. Has options, but guarded very well by Bria Dickinson. This is Broadway, and she is stripped. Skibo with the pick. And a whistle call going against Bob Jones, I believe. I thought I saw the technical signal. If so, that would be against Coach Levere. All players are heading to the TBC's offensive side of the court. It's going to be Madeline Tuesday taking the free throws, and she's been pretty good tonight. Tuesday so far 7 out of 10. Again, she's been very good at the line tonight. Came into tonight's play at 60%. She's hit 7 of 10. And here comes the first. It is good. Again, the Eagles need to take advantage of these free throw opportunities. Right now, they trail by 4. Eagles 11 for 18, pending free throw number 2. And Tuesday's second is no good. But she does make one and put the deficit back down to 4. Free throws in a close game are going to determine the winner. Bob Jones is 6 for 10, make that 7 out of 12 overall. 6 for 10 in the first half. And the Eagles do have possession. Technical foul coming from the bench. 4-point deficit, a chance to make it 2 or possibly 1. Miller on guard of Parrish. And a lot of body contact. No call either way, and the Bruins come away with the ball. Parrish slow to get up, but she's hustling back. That one is for 3. It is good. A swish for Bria Dickinson. That's her second 3 of the night. She now has 16, and the lead is back up to 7. It's been tight the entire way. The biggest lead for the Bruins, 10. The Eagles have never led. They've gotten as close as 2 at certain points. Right now, trailing by 7. Broadway inside the arc. Remember, the third line to blue line is a college 3. And a pass picked off. Hustling up the court is Dickinson. Miller to her left. Miller has hit a 3 already. Works her way inside and draws the foul. Could be either Broadway or Tuesday. Nope, it is Renajala Brown. Her first foul. And Annie Miller at the line. Her first attempts so far tonight. On the season at the line, Annie Miller has done a nice job at 70.4%. 19 for 27. First one a little bit short. Right now the lead is 7. Bob Jones trying to make it 8 if Miller can convert her second. 3 points overall. And number 2 is good. So Miller now with 4 and an 8-point lead for Bob Jones. Eagles working their way past midcourt. That's Layla Harvey with possession. Tuesday back close to midcourt. And Brown takes the pass from Tuesday. Brown inside finding Acacia Hayes. Cross the lane, off the glass, no good. Miller, a long rebound off the floor, and she'll allow her teammates to get up court. Miller wide open, a long 3. It is no good. I thought that bounce was going to drop in. Tuesday with the rebound. Harvey gets around Dickinson. Harvey from the line, no good. And a loose ball that hits the sidelines. The officials are going to make the call. No signal just yet. It looks like it's going to stay with the Eagles. And out of bounds appears to be the call. Caroline Smith coming in for TBC. And Acacia Haynes will head off to make room. Eagles trail by 6. They have a full 30-second shot clock. High pass to Tuesday. Outside to Harvey, 4-3, no good. Eagles have hit just 1 3-pointer, Renajala Brown. Ebo crosses midcourt. Wide open is Wilder. That one off the rim. And Tuesday picks off the rebound. 3 minutes to go in the quarter, 49-41. Tuesday a little strong on the jumper. Second chance is good for Victoria Broadway. Her second basket of the night. She has 4. Deficit back down to 6 for the Eagles. 2:39 and counting. Skibo finds Dickinson inside the paint. Basket is good and a foul. Tuesday pleading her case, but that is her second. The basket good for Bria Dickinson and a chance at a 3-point play. Right now, Dickinson has 18 points. Tuesday will head off. Katya Bogan will enter. The lead is 8 at 51-33, and Bria Dickinson 2 for 2 so far tonight. And three-point play is converted, so she now has 19. Dickinson on the season came in under 50%, but she has hit all three so far tonight. That last one makes it a 9-point game. 2:30 left to go in quarter number 3. Broadway could not hold on. The unforced error gives the ball back to the Bruins, who can now put their lead back into double digits. It's been a while. They led by 10 in the second quarter. Turnovers, 18 for the Eagles, and the Bruins have turned those 18 turnovers into 16, now 18 points. And we have ourselves a timeout called by Coach Lewis. A full 60-second timeout with the score, Bob Jones 54, Trinity Baptist 43. We'll be back in a minute. Leading scorers are Madeline Tuesday with 20 points for Trinity Baptist, Bria Dickinson with 19 for Bob Jones University, Katya Bogan has 11 for TBC, and Shay Dickinson has 13. Those are the leading scorers on the court. 11-point lead for the Bruins at 54-43, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. Trinity Baptist got to within 4 earlier in the quarter, and then Bob Jones has opened it up to 11, taking advantage of a few opportunities, points off turnovers. And Trinity Baptist has turned the ball over 18 times, resulting in 18 Bob Jones points. The Eagles also had a stretch of trouble from the line. They're 11 out of 19, just over 50%. That shot no good, and rebounded by Katrina Tabora back into the ballgame for Coach Levere. This is Caitlin Dickerson, who made that last basket right before the timeout. Bogan on guard of Anna Wilder. Wilder gets around her defender and draws the foul. Wilder will shoot 2. Bogan with her first, team foul number 3. And Anna Lane Wilder at the line for the first time tonight. On the season, Wilder, very good in 10 opportunities, 9 out of 10 shooting free throws. That is an excellent percentage. And she has a chance to make the lead as much as 13. And the first of 2, in and out. $1:40 left to go in the third quarter. 11-point lead. Wilder could still make it an even dozen. And number 2 is also in and out. Rebound by Bogan. Both of those balls were in the cylinder and somehow bounced out. That happens. Bounce pass. This is Victoria check that, Layla Harvey finding Parrish. Parrish had the ball knocked away, but was able to regain possession. Smith off the glass, no good. And the rebound. Catherine Skibo with the rebound. Bruins work their way up the court. That one is intercepted. And Parrish finds Brown, and another missed opportunity for the Eagles. Third chance from Parrish, no good. Another rebound, and this time Bogan is able to put it in for point 13. Eagles are shooting just 32%. Bob Jones is up to 49%. Bruins are at 43%, so they've done a terrific job shooting the ball in the third quarter. They had 43% at halftime. We have a foul away from the ball on the pass. It's going to be Bob Jones' ball. The call goes against Katia Bogan, her second. That is team foul number 5. So even though the ball was on the floor, Bruins are in the bonus, and Katrina Tabora at the line. She is 1 for 2 tonight. Those both came in the first quarter. On the season, 47%. That's going to tick up a little bit as she makes the first of 2. She's now 2 for 3, 4 total points, and a 10-point lead for Bob Jones. Free throw number 2 is also good. So that makes her with 5 points and puts the lead back up to 11. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Brown, 4-3, off the rim. Rebound Tuesday. Back to Brown. Moves her way inside the paint. Gives it up to Smith. The layup, no. And knocked out of bounds. Tuesday, the last one to touch it, and the Bruins have possession. Again, the Eagles having some trouble in this third quarter, getting that ball through the cylinder. They have been outscored 21-15 here in the third. This is Skibo taking the pass, and the shot is blocked. Renajala Brown with the block. Out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Bruins. 5.6 seconds, to be more specific from what you see on the screen. Ball will be inbounded by Dickerson. Finding Tabora. Moves away inside. The ball was stripped. Harvey, good if it goes. No. Layla Harvey tried to get that basket in. She beat the buzzer, but the ball did not go. And at the end of the third quarter, the Bruins lead 56-45. We will pause here, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Bob Jones shooting 49% from the field to TBC's 30%. That's the biggest difference. Also at the line, Bruins 8 of 13, Trinity 12 of 20. Both of those right around 60%. Of course, the Eagles exactly 60%. And three-pointers, 8 for 14, 57% for the Bruins. Eagles are 1 for 15. Eagles, though, have also turned the ball over more, 18-11, but they have out-rebounded the Bruins 38-15. Fourth quarter now underway. Eagles trying to mount a comeback, trailing by 11. Bob Jones won the third quarter, 21-15. Pump fake from Dickerson to the right side of the arc. Traveling violation called against Katrina Tabora. Moved both feet as she made her way inside. A break for the Eagles, and they'll try to cut into this deficit. They earlier trimmed a 10-point deficit down to 2, but now it is 11 as we start the fourth quarter. This is Layla Harvey with possession. Harvey finds Smith, jump shot, good. Caroline Smith with her second basket. She has 4. It's a 9-point lead for the Bruins. Eagles do need to get some stops as well as some points. Dickerson to Tabora. Just past the line. Tabora around Smith. Smith got fingertips on the ball, but that did not stop the ball from falling in. 7 points now for Katrina Tabora. The lead back up to 11. Brown, 4-3. Off the rim. And out of bounds, last touched by BJU's Shea Dickinson. And so TBC will keep possession. Victoria Broadway coming in and Caroline Smith heading out. 9 minutes to go. Eagles again trailing by 11. They got to single digits a moment ago, but it's back up to 11. Harvey will inbound to Parrish. And Parrish gets around one defender off the glass, does not go. Dickerson finds Tabora, long pass. Tabora misses the layup. Parrish got back on defense and helped thwart that shot. Harvey, that's for two. It is off the glass. Broadway is able to keep the ball in bounds. Ball did hit the rim. They reset it. Tuesday, pump fake, no good, and a rebound for Wilder. 25 on the shot clock, 8:22 on the game clock. Bob Jones leads by 11. This is Dickinson around Tuesday, outside to Dickerson. Tabora works her way up the left side of the paint and misses the shot, little strong. And again, Parrish getting in front of the shot. Harvey coast to coast, underhand layup, no, ball knocked out of bounds, and it will be Bob Jones' ball. 7:58 left to play. And Bob Jones will have possession and go the length of the court. .756, clock resumes. Dickinson takes the pass, finds Dickerson. Pass to Tabora. Guarded by Parrish. Tabora, one dribble, now has to give the ball up. Bounce pass, finds Dickinson, guarded by Tuesday. Dickinson, 1-on-2. 8 seconds to shoot. Bounce pass, and a great job by Skibo getting open inside the paint. That's now 5 for Skibo. The lead is 13, 60-47. Under 7.5 left. And as you hear, TBC fans saying still plenty of time. Eagles do need to get some stops on the defensive side of the court. That's Parrish. Basket is good and one. We'll see which Bruin gets called for the foul. That is Katrina Tabora with her third. Parrish, her first field goal of the night. Chance to make it a three-point play. If successful, that puts the deficit down to 10. Brown back defensively. Beth Clark for the Bruins also at midcourt. Atia Bogan now drops back defensively. Three-point attempt, no good. Tuesday will go to the line for two. Foul called against, I could not see. I think she said Shea Dickinson, and that's what's up on the board, and that is number 4. And at the line, Tuesday, first attempts of the fourth quarter for Tuesday. She's done a really nice job. That one is a little bit strong, however. Tuesday so far at the line tonight, now 8 out of 12. This one could still bring it to 10. It is a little short and rebounded by Skibo. Eagles now 12 out of 22 at the line. That one, 4-3 from Dickinson, a little bit long. And a rebound. Great job by Renajala Brown getting all the way over Hallie Ritter. Ritter definitely has a height advantage, but Brown has a terrific leap, and she was able to pull that one down. Shot clock at 17. Inside to Tuesday. Ball stripped, knocked away, picked up by Dickinson. Tuesday comes from behind with a pick. Bogan back to Tuesday. The basket is good. Madeline Tuesday now with 22. Deficit in single digits at 9. 6.5 left to go. Dickinson with 4 fouls, guarded by Parrish. Dickinson also with 13 points. Parrish on guard, forces the pass to the corner. Bounce pass to Dickinson. Offensive foul. Parrish set her feet, and that is number 5 on Shea Dickinson. Emma Parrish, excellent job. 3 trips out of the last few for the Bruins, and she thwarted a couple of shots a few moments ago and now draws the offensive foul. Eagles with a chance to cut this one down to 7 or possibly 6. 6:10 left to go. That is team foul number 3 for the Bruins. Parrish inside the paint. Shot a little strong. And a foul. Tuesday over the back will be called. And that is her 3rd. So the Bruins will have possession with 6 minutes and 2 seconds left with a 9-point lead. Tuesday has been all over the court with 22 points and 18 rebounds. However, that time going for the rebound, made contact over the back. This is Ainsley Hutton, guarded by Tuesday. Hutton, the right side of the paint, pulls back. Tuesday was able to thwart the shot and pull down her 19th rebound. Brown to Parrish. Parrish jump shot is good. Emma Parrish now with 5. 7-point lead for the Bruins. Under 5.5 to go. And Broadway will be called for the block. Victoria Broadway, that is her 2nd. It is team foul number 2 of the quarter. And now we have ourselves another whistle, a substitution for the Bruins. Annie Miller and Bria Dickinson coming in Skibo and trying to see who the other Bruin went out. Hutton left the court to make room for the 2 new Bruins. Officials talking to the scorer's table, making sure they set the clocks back to the correct time. 5:22 on the game clock, 25 seconds on the shot clock. Harvey on guard of Dickerson. Dickerson uses the pick. That was set to perfection as Hutton made it very easy for Dickerson to get around and get that layup. The lead is back up to 9. Dickerson now with 4. Loose ball. Bogan tangles up with a Bruin defender. Eagles have the arrow. Annie Miller, every time she comes to this gymnasium, she puts on a defensive showcase. Miller, one of those players that may not score a lot of points, but she always does something to help her team win. Right now, she takes the pass with Brown coming on and getting the layup. That is Annie Miller now with 6. The lead back up to 11. And a timeout called by Coach Lewis. If I have it right, she will now have 2 full timeouts remaining. Coach Levere has called only a 30-second timeout. That was in the first half. 4:46 left. And in case you missed it, we'll update you again on the upcoming games for both the Bruins and the Eagles. Both teams playing within the South region for the next few contests. Bob Jones will be home against Toccoa Falls College on January 16th, but first, home against Trinity College of Florida on January 11th, Pensacola Christian on the 19th, and then it's Bob Jones against NAIA New College of Florida on January 20th. For the Eagles, we have Toccoa Falls College this Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m., Pensacola Christian on Tuesday, January 16th, before we head to Kissimmee to play Johnson University of Florida on the 18th. Women's team is back here on the home court against Wesleyan, a team the Eagles beat by 12 this past Saturday. So again, TBCEagles.com and BJUBruins.com for all the information about your favorite teams. 4:46 left, Eagles inbound, trying to get the deficit back down to single digits. Parrish guarded by Miller. Parrish to the top of the lane, inside the paint, and the foul. There were a couple of Bruins involved. Let's see who gets called. The foul is called Beth Clark, and that is number 4 on Clark. That will send Parrish to the line. She is 1 for 3 so far tonight. Parrish ready, the first of 2. It is good. Makes it a 10-point game. Parrish now with 6. And free throw number 2 from the junior. It is up and it is good. So she hits them both, exactly what she needed to do. 9-point lead for the Bruins. A steal by Parrish and a basket. I was still writing down the free throw, and Parrish makes it a 7-point game, and then a foul at midcourt. Foul's called against Renajala Brown, her second. Team foul number 3. It's on the floor. Miller were inbound. The Eagles are in the bonus the rest of the game, and the Eagles have just 1 foul left to give. They have committed 3. Bob Jones has committed 4. Little equipment adjustment, and Miller will then get the ball back into play. 4:31 left. TBC has cut the deficit down to 7. Bob Jones trying to re-extend to 9 or possibly 10. This is Bria Dickinson drawing the foul. The shot does not go, but she'll get 2 free throws. Katia Bogan called for her 3rd. Now both teams are in the bonus the rest of the way. Bria Dickinson has done a good job in 3 opportunities. She has 19 points and a chance to top 20 right here. And more importantly, a chance to get the deficit back up to 9, or the lead for the Bruins, deficit for the Eagles. First one, though, does not go. Men's team waiting to take the court for practice. They are scheduled to play Grace Christian University from Michigan tomorrow night here on the home court. That's point number 20 for Bria Dickinson. It is now an 8-point lead. 4:20 left to go. Harvey crosses midcourt, has options all around her. Parrish, guarded, thought about the 3, pulls up, finds Harvey, short jumper, good. Layla Harvey now with 4. It is a 6-point game. Eagles not giving up. They trailed by 11 just a few moments ago. Good to see them keep fighting no matter what happens. Bounce pass to Miller, guarded by Tuesday. Hutton, a pump fake, gets around Parrish, outside, wide open three-pointer is a little short. Dickinson, though, gets her own rebound, runs into Katia Bogan. Miller, 4-3, almost got the bounce, and the ball just happened to roll off the rim. Parrish passes Miller. Finds Bogan. Left-handed layup, no good. Tuesday rebound, second chance, good. Tuesday with 24. The deficit is 4. Bruins trying to work it back up. We have 3:17 left and a foul. That's going against Emma Parrish. It is her 3rd. Both teams are in the bonus, so Bob Jones will have 2 free throws. Substitution, Annie Miller out. Anna Lane Wilder in, and at the line is Bria Dickinson. 1 for 2 just a moment ago. She has 20 points. Big free throws here. The first one a little bit strong. Bob Jones has led the entire game. They scored first on a 3-pointer, and TBC has never led. The game has never been tied either. Dickinson now with 21 and a 5-point lead for Bob Jones. 3:12 left to go. Parrish takes the pass, finds Bogan. The basket is good. 15 for Katia Bogan. It's a 3-point game. Brown with the steal. Parrish, pump fake. That's for 2. It's a little short. Bogan with the rebound. But a foul up and over the back, and the Eagles fans very unhappy with the call. Number 4 on Katia Bogan, and 2 free throws coming for the Bruins. Again, Eagles fans very unhappy with the call. I'm looking at the monitor. YouTube is a few seconds behind, but the call stands, and Caitlin Dickerson at the line. Her first foul shots of the night on the season. Fantastic, 87%, 20 for 23. Big free throws, first one good. That is Caitlin Dickerson now with 5. Free throw number 2. 2:54 left. And the lead is still 4. Rebound, Broadway. Eagles, a chance to cut it down to 2 or possibly 1. Parrish inside the paint and will go to the line. Both Hutton and Dickerson were there. It looks like it's getting called against Bria Dickinson. That's only her first. It is team foul number 5. Both teams in the bonus, and Emma Parrish shooting 2. She hit 2 just a few moments ago. Parrish has 9 points. Chance to make it 11, but more importantly, a chance to make it a 2-point game. Emma Parrish waiting for the ball, takes her time, sizes it up. Big free throws. Number 1 is good. Emma Parrish now in double digits. It is a 3-point game. Eagles right now 15 out of 26. And number 2, no good. And a rebound goes to Hutton. That's been the difference at the line, but the Eagles will get the ball right back. Eagles just 15 for 27 at the line and trailing by 3. Here's Tuesday, could not hold on. Dickinson finds Miller all alone, but Harvey is able to knock the ball away from Miller, out of bounds, no foul. Good hustle by Harvey. Miller was all by herself. Harvey came up from behind and knocked the ball away. It's a 3-point lead for the Bruins. Brown guarding Miller. Miller to her left. Bounce pass outside. Dickerson, that's Wilder for 3, off the rim. Rebound Harvey. Harvey up the right side of the court. 2:10 left, 3-point deficit. Parrish thought about the 3. Goes inside the paint and draws a foul. The foul goes to Ainsley Hutton, just her second, and Emma Parrish back at the line. 1 for 2 a moment ago. She is now 3 for 6 overall on the night. She came in at about 65%, and for her, these are big free throws. Number 1 is good. 65% for Parrish is low. She's usually closer to 80. She now has 11. Free throw number 2. It is in and out. It's a 2-point lead for the Bruins. 2 minutes left and a foul. Victoria Broadway called for her 3rd. Free throws coming for the Bruins. A chance to make it a 2-possession game with 2 minutes left. And heading to the line will be Bria Dickinson. 21 points. Dickinson at the line. First one is good. She is now 6 out of 8. As a team, Bob Jones at the line. 12 for 20, 13 for 21. Dickinson hits them both. She has 23, and the lead is 4. Traveling violation called against Harvey, giving the ball back to the Bruins with $1:54 left to play. Well, if the Bruins hold on, the difference will be the free throw shooting. Bob Jones has gotten the better of it. Parrish on guard of Dickerson. They get past the timeline. Hutton inside the paint, kicked out to Miller. Guarded by Broadway. Miller back near midcourt. Bruins using up the clock. Miller back outside. Pump fake. And a pump fake at the top of the arc. Inside the paint, off the glass, and good. Ainsley Hutton with 9. The lead is 6. Harvey. Right side, off the glass, no good. Tuesday, second chance, yes. 26 points for Madeline Tuesday. It's a 4-point game and a foul. That's going to put Annie Miller at the line. Emma Parrish, her 4th. She's going to stay on the court. She doesn't do any good sitting down with $1:11 left. Annie Miller, 1 for 2 so far tonight. Miller 70% entering play. And first of two for Miller. It is good. Miller doesn't waste any time. She gets the ball and shoots it. Very confident in herself and for good reason. The lead is now 5, pending free throw number 2. It is no good. Tuesday with the rebound. All the Bruins back defensively, giving up the board to make sure the Eagles don't get off the shot. 72-67, and the ball out of bounds in an unforced error. Bob Jones by 5. Teams have played evenly in the second half. It was a 5-point lead at halftime. Miller using Hutton as the pick. Hutton kept her feet still. Tuesday on guard of Miller. And a foul called against Madeline Tuesday, and that is her 4th. Annie Miller back to the line. 1 for 2 a moment ago, 2 for 4 on the night, 7 total points. If she makes them both, it will be a 3-possession game. Miller ready for her first. It is good. Well, the Eagles have had their opportunities, but they have struggled at the line. Number 2 for Miller. It is good. She hits them both. She has 9. She's also made a number of fantastic defensive plays. 74-67. Harvey for 3. It is good. She now has 7. It's a 4-point deficit, but 40 seconds left. Bruins are going to use up as much time as they're able to do. Parrish has 4 fouls. Miller, guarded by 2. Gets around Parrish, 26 seconds, shot clock at 13. Again, they don't want to shoot too early. They want to use up the clock. 6 seconds to shoot, and a kick stops the clock. Ball's going to stay with the Bruins. They're going to put 20 on the shot clock, so the shot clock is off. 18.2 seconds is what the scoreboard in the gym says. And a timeout called by Coach Levere. 30-second timeout. 18.2 on the clock. The Bruins lead 74-70. They have never trailed. They scored a 3-pointer to start the game just seconds in. Or actually, that was a layup and then a 3-pointer. They have never trailed. Eagles need to get a stop. It's a 2-possession game. Diego Fernandez of the men's team leading the cheers here inside the gymnasium as both teams are about to come back onto the court. Eagles men here tomorrow night against Grace Christian University, a team from Michigan that is playing at Johnson University of Florida right now as we speak. The Tigers from Grace Christian will be here tomorrow night. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off. We plan to bring that to you right here on TBC Eagles. 18.2 seconds left. The Bruins are on the court. Eagles are now being called as the first horn has now sounded. Next women's game is this Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. against Toccoa Falls. The men will follow after that game, playing Toccoa Falls themselves. Miller will inbound to the backcourt. And a foul. That was needed as Layla Harvey stops the clock. That's her second foul. And Caitlin Dickerson will go to the line. She is 1 for 2 tonight. Caitlin Dickerson, 87% entering play. Right now, she is 21 for 25. And the free throw is a little bit short. 16.6 seconds left. Miller and Hutton back defensively. Wilder also back near midcourt, just off your screen, now on. Number 2 is good. It's a 5-point lead. Dickerson now with 6 points. Timeout, Trinity Baptist. I'm going to catch my breath. We'll be right back. There you see the score and the time on the screen. The Eagles will advance past midcourt to inbound. Harvey, Parrish, Tuesday, Broadway, and Brown. Pass inside is intercepted. All they have to do is get across the timeline, and Brown will put on the foul. That is her third, sending Bob Jones back to the line. It will be Ainsley Hutton, who is 1 for 2. And on the season, Hutton came in at 2 for 4. So she is 3 for 6 overall and ready for 2 more right here, right now. And number 1 is good. It's a 6-point game. Free throw number 2 coming. This one to make it a 3-possession game and pretty much seal it. Doesn't go. Eagles need 6 points in 10 seconds. Tuesday to Brown. She's inside the arc. That's for 2. That is a 2-pointer. And we have ourselves another foul, sending the Bruins back to the line. Brown was inside the arc. That was a 2-point shot. Remember, the blue line is the college line. She was between the blue and the black. Anna Lane Wilder at the line. 1 trip so far, unsuccessful, 2 shots, but on the season, now 9 for 12 overall. She is at the line. It's a 4-point game with 4.9 seconds left. And Wilder shooting 2, and the first one is good. That makes it 77-72. And here comes number 2. This one is good. So she hits them both. Clock winding down. And Brown did not get the shot off in time. It does not count. And the final score, Bob Jones University 78, Trinity Baptist College 72. Leading scorers for both teams. For the Bruins, the leading scorer was Bria Dickinson with 23. And for the Eagles, Madeline Tuesday with 26. Very quickly, Shea Dickinson 13, Ainsley Hutton 10, Annie Miller 9, Katrina Tabora 7, Caitlin Dickerson 6, Catherine Skibo 5, Anna Lane Wilder 5. For the Eagles, Katia Bogan 15, Emma Parrish 11, Layla Harvey 7, Renajala Brown 5, Caroline Smith and Victoria Broadway each with 4. Madeline Tuesday with 23 rebounds after 29 on Saturday, the school record. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for a very exciting Women's South Region basketball game. For head coach Alicia Lewis, athletic director John D. Jones, and all of us here at TBC, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist.